inviting a tendency to treat each other fairly, decently, and with respect. 4 observations. Because every American enjoys the same rights and freedoms as every other American, the term human rights ordinance is a misnomer. The legislation contemplated by the City of Atlantic Beach is an anti-discrimination ordinance that largely duplicates existing state and federal law. Secondly, the citizens of Atlantic Beach are already protected by existing state and federal anti-discrimination laws. In reality, the proposed adoption of an anti-discrimination ordinance for the City of Atlantic Beach is solely for the purpose of introducing gay rights legislation. To develop an entirely anti-discrimination enforcement regime in order to achieve this narrow and limited purpose will impose significant financial and regulatory burdens on the citizens and on the business owners of Atlantic Beach. Passage of a gay rights ordinance requires significant, and for Atlantic Beach this would be unprecedented, expansion of the city's police powers in order to enforce such legislation. Has anybody figured out how you enforce this? Those who advocate for the passage of a gay rights ordinance for Atlantic Beach have a burden of proof that is yet to be met. Supporters of gay rights legislation have a duty to prove their case and to demonstrate that discrimination directed at homosexuals or sexual orientation rises to a level where they're substantially precluded from engaging in routine economic transactions of employment, housing, or public accommodation. Frankly, it's illogical to believe that discrimination in Atlantic Beach on the basis of sexual orientation is anything other than infrequent to non-existent. After all, we live in a country whose popular culture is almost exclusively gay affirming, and where it's simply not possible to know another person's sexual orientation. Under these circumstances, is it plausible to believe that business owners in Atlantic Beach are routinely practicing the most overt and extreme forms of discrimination? To adopt such an ordinance, the City Commission would have to find that our business owners, and by inference, our citizenry, are nothing more than a collection of intolerant, narrow-minded bigots. I, for one, seriously believe that's not the truth.
Thank you. Raymond Johnson.
Are you passing the mic or you want me to? Excuse me.
Followed by, Nadine McDade.
Raymond Johnson, Biblical Concepts Ministries, and my address is on the card I turned in. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I'm here to speak in opposition to this potential so-called human rights ordinance, and I'd like to, I've given the Secretary the packets that I have for the City Commission to go through. What I'll do is I'll simply just go through the list of information that I've given you. You can look at that, and we'll certainly be in touch via phone and appointments with the Commission after the Thanksgiving holiday. First, I believe that the Commission, the City of Atlantic Beach, would have to have a burden of proof to show why there's an extreme intolerance or an extreme example of discrimination, and to to show that, I think we have to prove. What is there a burden of proof that there's a large number of discrimination on the LGBT community? Is it bad enough to exercise extreme police powers of the city to violate one's constitutional or religious liberty rights? In this packet here, you'll see the crowd that I think that is here tonight is a well-organized campaign. The first thing, as the lady that works for Equality Florida had mentioned, is a map of all the accomplishments that Equality Florida has done. Why is there 100 people here tonight? Because there's a paid staffer in the Duval County that has organized this group of people to show up as a part of a campaign. Here's the bragging rights of Equality Florida. Next is Equality Florida.
Okay, we're going to stay positive.
Right.
And
I'm just-
please no catcalling, and please stay positive.
Yeah, absolutely positive. What you have in your packet here is a local policy toolkit from Equality Florida to show how to organize such a thing. Next, on the website of Equality Florida, there are two separate sheets that I've also given you that it's from, let's see, what was it? Freedom to Marry. And that is, what the point behind that is a national campaign for gay marriage. You also have the Roadmap to Victory on their website. And in this Roadmap to Victory, here's a 3-page document. It calls for one of the points, Mayors for Freedom to Marry, which is the next point. So here now you have this major campaign from all of these mayors. So perhaps maybe what's going on tonight is maybe there's a push for the mayor here to support this legislation. So what is behind this legislation? I'm almost out of time here. You also see a bathroom bill signed in the state of California, which makes it illegal. Well, I'm sorry I'm out of time, but you've got all this information in your packet. There's a major campaign to push something that is much more deeper than an anti-discrimination bill. Thank you for my time.
Nadine McDade. And next will be Linda Fisher. Linda, if you want to come forward a little bit, maybe we speed up this transition process. Thank you.